What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Video Game Nightcap. This is September 13th. We are live, and Video Game Nightcap is your weeknight destination for all things video game news, reviews, and gameplay. And we're getting all three tonight. It's going to be really good. Tonight, I am drinking some gin and some LaCroix, just hanging out, having a good time. And if you like what you see and you want to come hang out every night, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. It really does help us out, and we'd love to see you here in the chat going live with us. We do this every weeknight, and there is an announcement I want to make right off the top here. We've been going live at 7 p.m. Central since the beginning, a couple weeks ago, right? Well, I think I'm going to change it up. We are officially going to be doing Video Game Nightcap at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So we're going to kick it back, and I'll let you know why. The reason is I want to spend some time with the kids at night, and that'll allow me to, spend time with them, get them to bed, and then come hang out with you guys. And we'll get to play and have a good time at 8:30. It's a better time for a nightcap anyways. So moving forward, 8:30 p.m. Central, that's when we're going live. I hope that's all right, but that's what we're doing. So we're going to roll with it. But I want to say thank you to everybody who supported us so far. And that's it. Let's get into it. We're going over the video game news. And if you see anything during the day that you want to send to me, you can tweet at VGNightcap on Twitter, or you can send me an email at vgnightcap@gmail.com. Either one doesn't matter, but I want to hear from you guys. I want to talk about the things you want to talk about. If you see something cool, great. I want to make sure I don't miss it. So let me know during the day. It's great. And without further ado, let's get into it. First off the top we have is Bend Studios. These are the creators of Days Gone. They are under the PlayStation Studios. They are hiring for a new IP. Pretty exciting. What they said on Twitter was, quote, "Want to be a part of the exciting future of PlayStation Studios with a new IP at Bend Studios? Check out our opening positions for September." And this is cool to see. I have it pulled up there on the screen. You can see some of the listings, but I just want to show you guys this is what they're looking for, and it looks like it's legit. It looks like they're really going through it. Now, they have been plagued by some controversy with wanting to do Days Gone 2, PlayStation not letting that happen, making them switch IPs, breaking up the team, all kinds of different stuff. I believe it was Jason Schreier who kind of broke all that and let us know what was going on. But very intense stuff in terms of controversy. However, I am happy to see that PlayStation's letting them keep doing their thing, get a new IP in there. I believe it's got a lot of new faces. So we'll see what they can do. Kind of upset that they didn't get Days Gone 2. I was excited to maybe give it another try since Days Gone 1 didn't work for me as well. I was definitely going to try 2 because you could tell the bones of the game were good. The open world was fun, and the graphics were great, and it was a good time, but I just... we'll see what they got going on with this new IP. I'm excited to see it. Do you guys care about Bend Studios? Are looking forward to the new IP? Let me know in the comments. All right, number 2. Wolverine. We've talked about Wolverine a lot on the channel recently because, number 1, we're getting a freaking Wolverine game. That's sick. That's sick. It's worth talking about. But number 2, there's been a little bit more teased to us on Twitter. So Brian Horton is the creative director on this game, and he was also the creative director on Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales. But someone asked him, hey, can you give us some more information on Wolverine? What's it going to be like? Is it going to be a full game like Spider-Man, or is it going to be, somewhat of a smaller game like Miles Morales? And he says it's going to be full size and with a mature tone. So that was his words. And coming from IGN, Kat Bailey says, quote, "As for the mature tone, that should provide some hope to fans, hoping that Wolverine will align with the grittier tone that the character is known for. Still, it may be too much to hope for a mature rating, though. As successful as R-rated hero films like Deadpool have proven, Insomniac will be under plenty of pressure to sell it to as wide an audience as possible. One way or another, Insomniac has also confirmed that Marvel's Wolverine will be part of the studio's burgeoning Marvel gaming universe. So it shouldn't be too far off from Spider-Man's tone, but it'll be interesting to compare the two." Now, I don't know if I completely agree here. I do understand that, it's hard to market for an M-rated game that you want a bunch of people to play. Because that's, obviously if it's going to be PlayStation exclusive, they want to let every person who has a PlayStation play this game, right? And Dirty Dave in the chat says, I like the mature tone. Brings me back to the days of the PS2 playing the Punisher. And to me, I feel like Wolverine lends itself to that, right? You've got this guy who has claws coming out of his hands, who literally is known to just jack some people up, right? I mean, he is known to be able to go berserk, as you may say, on somebody. So it's so hard to fathom that they could do it without going M-rated. However, I want it to be the case where the same thing for a film where people will go R-rated. I want to have a reason, right? If you're going to go M, then make it M, right? Make it for the story. Don't just show blood and gore for no reason. And Dirty Dave says, while the Punisher was very crude and dated mechanically, the tone really made playing it so fun. And again, I think that would lend itself to a Wolverine game, right? I mean, look at these things. Look at his hands. He's all bloody. There's going to be blood everywhere, right? I don't know how you do a Spider-Man type feel and vibe with a Wolverine character. Even the teaser trailer we got, which I do recommend checking out if you haven't, it was dark, right? You had all these guys like dead on the ground looking, and the one guy coming up with a knife, and then he throws his claws out there. It's got a darker feel just with the teaser. So we'll see what they do with Wolverine. What do you guys think? I throw it to you. Do you think that they're going to go M-rated with this? Or do you think they're going to stay safe and keep it back just like Spider-Man? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. You know what it's about. Come on now. Show us some love. Alright. Moving on here. I'm going to take a drink. What up to everybody in the chat? Thanks for being here. You may know we've had some technical difficulties here. Hopefully it's better now. It's not. It's still beeping. But we're going to roll with it. Chia, I believe, is the name of this game that we're going to talk about. Sorry, I was checking my monitor. I'm still hearing the beeping sound. And I don't know what it's coming from. I think it's coming from my mixer. And I don't know why. It's only when I have the images behind me. Interesting. Let's try it again. Ooh. Oh, I know why. You dummy. It's because Let's try it again. I changed. All right, I'm going to fix it right now on stream. So what I had to do is I had to change my source inside OBS. Now you don't hear it, do you? So what I had to do is I had to change my source inside OBS. Okay. Now you don't hear it, do you? So what I had to do is I had to change my source in. There we go. All right. I appreciate everybody sticking around during that. I know that's horrible. But it is what it is. I don't know what happened there. My game started, or my computer restarted. I jumped back in here, and then it was getting all that crazy feedback going through the mixer, so I just had to change my mixer back, and now I'm going through and making sure all my other ones look good. Okay, back to the news. Here's a game that I didn't talk about in my showcase recap. I loved it. We were reacting to the showcase. It's on the channel if you want to see it, but we were reacting to it, and when it came up on the screen, I was like, what is this game? This looks crazy. And then they kept showing it. And then we get to this part right here. This is a screenshot from the trailer. And she starts playing the ukulele. And I'm like, all right, now hold up. This is going to be my jam. This might be my jam right here. And then it keeps going through. And you see these different worlds. She's going up into the air. She's flying around. She's swimming. She has a glider like it's Zelda. You're in this little town, right? What? It came out of nowhere for me. And what starts happening is you can basically go, they call it soul jumping. You can soul jump into different animals, and it lets you take control of different animals and objects you find. So let me give you the synopsis of Chia, and hopefully I'm saying that right, because this deserves some love, and I did not talk about it. So this is from Steam, and I believe from their website and everything. A tropical open-world adventure. Climb, glide, swim, and sail your boat around a beautiful archipelago in this physics-driven sandbox. Use Chia's special ability to take control of any animal or object you can find and jam on your fully playable ukulele, which is awesome. That makes me so happy. This game is inspired by New Caledonia. It's a tiny island in the Pacific Ocean, and it's homeland to the co-founders of the studio. Inspiration was taken from the rich and varied local landscapes, cultures, music, languages, folklores, and traditions, and was used to create a fictional world and to tell a universal story that anyone can understand and enjoy. This looks awesome to me. Like I said, you've got soul jumping, you've got traversal, just like Zelda. You got the glider, you can go around, but then you can like soul jump into fish and all these different things. It looks like a really good time, and I am so excited to play this game. It caught me very off guard. I'm upset that I did not talk about it during the recap, but here we are now. It got its own time on VGN, and it deserves it. It looks like a good time. We're going to be playing it 100%, and I cannot wait until it comes out. I do not have it in my notes when it comes out. Chat, if you'll let me know when it comes out, that would be great. We'll roll with it from there. But what do you guys think of Chia? Huh? I mean, I think it looks great. Did y'all see the trailer? Did you think it looks cool? Crab mode is the best mode, says Dirty Dave. And for that, I have to agree and take a drink, because crab mode is the best mode. Especially when she goes over and, gives the crab a little love like you see here. It's awesome. It's so feel good. It's so awesome. But, all right. Number 3 on the news here. Today was the release of the Deathloop Reviews. Now, if you're asking what is Deathloop, from what I've seen, it's kind of hard to describe, but I'm going to try my best here. So Deathloop is a PlayStation exclusive currently that is now owned by Microsoft because of Bethesda. So Deathloop is made by Bethesda, and it's actually made by Arcane Studios, who is now owned by Microsoft, but it's a PlayStation exclusive. It's pretty hilarious. And what it is it is a time loop style game. You are an assassin, and you have to kill 8 visionaries, is what they call it, during the course of 24 hours in the game. So in that 24 hours, you have to kill 8 visionaries to get out of the loop, I believe. But there's also a little wrinkle. You have a rival assassin that's trying to kill you. So it can either be an AI, or you can have an online multiplayer style where it's actually a real person trying to come get you and hunt you down during the loops. It sounds crazy. We've seen 58 trailers of this game throughout the years because it's gotten pushed and all kinds of different stuff. And today the reviews came out. And spoiler alert, they are really, really good. This is now, right when I got this, it was sitting at 88 on Metacritic and 88 on OpenCritic, I believe. And we're going to go through some of the reviews here. Here's a screenshot from the game. I mean, obviously it looks really good. This is some cool, like, superpowers, I guess you get during the game, but it looks awesome. And apparently it is a good time. I'm going to go through some of the reviews here. So Jeremy Pinter at ACG says, wait for sale. Deathloop is fun, but it has a ton of problems identifying what it is. Hedge wizard assassination game or slim wallet gun runner assassination game. Nevertheless, the story is insanely good as it progresses. So that's one of the, wait for sale situations here. Then Destructoid, Chris Carter at Destructoid says, Deathloop combines a classic arcane stealthy shooty foundation with a genuinely interesting and fun premise to aplomb. This is going to be on a lot of game of the year lists. He gave it a 9 out of 10. So, hey, getting some pretty good reviews there. Easy Allies, Ben Moore. been more at Easy Allies. I keep doing that. Said 8 out of 10. And it was a video kind of style, and it said Deathloop is a mind-bendingly good time. 8 out of 10 is pretty dang good in my book. Blake Hester at Game Informer, 9 out of 10. Deathloop is a rare game I started replaying as soon as the credits finished rolling. Now deep in a second playthrough, I'm still discovering new secrets and ways to play. So that's what gets me excited about the game, is they give you this basically open-ended action story that you have to figure out who is where, who's doing what, how do you get all these people, and as you progress, you get these powers by killing different visionaries. I haven't got to play the game yet, so what I'm saying is from what I've read. But it looks like a really good time, and I guess now is no better time to say it. We are going to be doing a full playthrough of this game. It's going to be the first full playthrough on VGN. We're going to start it tomorrow night, so we're going to start at 8:30, and we're going to, after the news, we're going to get into Deathloop, and we're going to do it episodic style. So we're going to play the game. So if you want to join us on that, be sure to subscribe and like and come hang out with us. We're going to go through the story, play it live, talk in the chat, figure out different ways, just get a conversation going about the game. And I'm super excited about it. I can't wait. I've already got it pre-ordered, preloaded, whatever else on the PlayStation. So we're ready to rock. Tomorrow night, we're going to be playing Deathloop, and we're going to be playing that every night after the streams for at least a little while. We're going to get through the game, but super excited about it. Be there. Come hang out with us. All right. Going back to our reviews. GameSpot, at GameSpot, Timur Hussein gave it a 10 out of 10. He says Arcane Lion's follow-up to Dishonored is a masterclass in open-ended action game design. So, I mean, 10 out of 10 from Timur. Pretty awesome. And then Matt Purslow from IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. I mean, that's two 10 out of 10s there. That's kind of a rare thing that they're throwing out 10 out of 10s. He says Deathloop encases fun investigation work and satisfying combat in a unique time loop mechanic to create a tremendously satisfying adventure. There's a genuine sense that each choice you make helps narrow the search inch by satisfying inch. You guys telling me that ain't a good time right there. That sounds awesome. I cannot wait to play this game. And then last one here. John Bales from VGC gave it a 5 out of 5. And he says, Deathloop is slick and inventive with a delicious sense of style and humor. One of the smartest and most outright entertaining games of the year. So let's get hype. We're going to be playing it on the stream. Like I said, I can't wait to play with you guys and have a good time. As I said, it comes out tomorrow, and it's actually coming to PC as well. So it's PlayStation 5 and PC. It is developed by Arcane Studios, as I said, who did Dishonored. Never played Dishonored. I know, don't get mad. Never played it. Would love to play it maybe after this, because I think they're on Game Pass now, because Bethesda is owned by Microsoft. So it's kind of a weird conundrum going on of owners and whatever's going on, but I can't wait to play Deathloop, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for that. So, take a drink, and we'll move on here. We're getting through it. We're getting through it. Deathloop sounds freaking cool, though. What do you guys think? Are you excited that we're going to do a playthrough on the stream? First one. I can't wait to play it. Can't wait to play it. Yeah, Dirty Dave, hype for the Let's Play. That's what I like to hear. We're going to mix it up. A little news, a little gaming. You guys know how we do it around here. All right. So our two, I would call main topics of the night. The first one's pretty quick. It looks like the Switch is getting a price cut. This comes from Andy Robinson at VGC. He says, another source has claimed that Nintendo will discount its standard Switch hardware in Europe. And funny enough, as I was getting the notes for today, he updated this, and he said the Nintendo Switch price cut is now rolling out in Europe. The new price adopted by retailers appears to be $269.99, but that turns out to be around $320 in US dollars, and that's down from $329.99. So, you know, it's a little bit of a dip. I'm happy to see that for players, but I think it could be to get out of the way of the OLED model coming in October. I'm assuming that's why they're doing it. I could get that off the screen so you guys could see my face. And another thing to note about the Switch decreasing price, Nintendo has reported that the shipments for the entire Switch family have fallen 21.7% year over year. While sales of the flagship Switch are actually up year over year, it's actually the Switch Lite that has declined. So that's the one that's kind of bringing it down, and they have relatively plentiful inventories for Europe and North America. So that's interesting, that they would bump the prices down, get them out of the way for the OLED. Hopefully that means more people can get it, right? I mean, that's what I hope. I want as many people to play as they can, and sounds like maybe they'll get to do that. But that's all on that one. The next one is the big one, and it's actually the title of this video. GeForce Now. Okay? What this is it's basically like a Stadia or a PlayStation Now or Game Pass or whatever. You can just get on there and you get to download these games. But they have access, people get access if you unlock it, to the internal database that NVIDIA uses for testing. Now, this was last updated 6 months ago. And it's got a plethora of information in this thing right here. So let's go over some of the games that people found in this internal database that's on GeForce Now, okay? So first one I'm going to call out is Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, if you know me, I love Kingdom Hearts. I really, really do. It holds a special place in my heart. Get it? I love Kingdom Hearts so much. And the fact they see Kingdom Hearts 4 in there is very interesting. I don't know if it's real or not, but hopefully it is. The next one that got called out was the GTA remasters. So this has been rumored for a little while that this is going to happen, and this is on the list. So the GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and GTA San Andreas are getting remasters, at least from this internal database. Now, this is the only place that said that, and it's funny that other places are saying it, and now it's showing up here. Got to be happening. I hope it is, because little fun fact for me, my parents never let me play Vice City. They never let me get it. However, one of my buddies had Vice City at his house, so I would always go to his house, and we would just play Vice City the whole time because I loved that game, and my parents would never let me get it. And I can't wait to play this game and get it remastered, have a good time, go through Vice City. The music is awesome. The places are awesome. I hope this is real. This is the rumor here. It says, according to sources, this remastered trilogy is coming to everything. So PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, PC, everything. Late October, early November, using Unreal Engine. Whew, I hope that's real. I really hope it is. But that's not even the hype one. The next few are what get me hype here. So first off, there's PlayStation games in this leak. So we have Returnal for PC on the leak. We have Demon Souls for PC. Hype, right? Then we have freaking God of War 2018 on this list for PC. It says God of War, Returnal, and Demon Souls for PC. And we get Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled for PC. I don't know. I hope this is real. Man, I hope this is real, because it would make sense, right? It came out in 2018. It's been a minute. People are starting to get on this PC, PS4 train where they'll drop them on PlayStation and then drop them on PC. Yeah, it would just make sense that PlayStation would do this. And this opens up God of War to so many other players who I want to enjoy that game. I don't want people to just have a PlayStation to enjoy this game, because it is worth everybody's eyeballs on it. And to kind of make it feel real, there is some games that we know are coming. So there's the Uncharted collection, right? But there's an Uncharted collection for PC, and the Alan Wake remasters are in there. So does that lend itself to be real? I don't know, right? I'm sure not all of the games in there. There's an Untitled Respawn game. Sniper Elite 5 was another one. There was a bunch, right? You guys can go look this up if you want to. But I I really hope it's real. I think it might be, right? I mean, I really think that they might do that. The fact that we're seeing this, Corey Barlog was kind of rumoring there was some stuff going on. He was acting like he's working on something. I don't know if this has anything to do with that, but I really hope that they are bringing these games to PC just so more people can enjoy them, because this whole PlayStation, Xbox, PC, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I got all of them. I am blessed enough, luckily, to get them all. And I want everyone to be able to enjoy these games so we can have conversations and have a good time, and you can experience it just like a movie. It's an experience, and I want everyone to be able to play this, and I hope it's real. So, looking at some of the other players in the game, the SteamDB creator weighs in on the leak. He says, "There's a lot more interesting entries and unannounced games in there, but still take it with a grain of salt. This might be a GeForce list, not just GeForce Now, because not all games are GeForce Now entries. Perhaps this includes some different profiles. As long as companies keep making APIs without basic filtering, we're going to keep getting leaks like what happened today. Fun for gamers to speculate on, though. It's pretty interesting how many games did eventually get released years after the Steam leaks." So he's basically saying this kind of looks legit, but I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. And then Jez Corden from Windows Central says, "For those DMing me, I do believe the NVIDIA GeForce leak is real, and we'll have some additional details on the code names for Xbox Game Studios shortly," on his tweeting at WC Gaming Tweets. Code names don't mean definite projects, but it included Typhoon, which is Contraband, and Holland, which is Fable. So he's basically saying as well, some of these games on here we know are legit, so maybe it is real. I got to say, if you're asking me, I do believe that a lot of these games are at least being considered and are realer than we may think. I've always joked with my PC buddies about God of War coming to PC or not being on anything other than PlayStation, and I'm like, man, I really wish you could play this game. I can't believe they would even do it, and here we are. So what do you guys think? I ask you, do you think this is real? Do you think these leaks are actually going to happen? Do you think God of War will end up on a PC? I do. I really do. And I want it to. I want it to, and I think it will, just because it's going to get the hype going for Ragnarok. It's going to let more players play the game. It's been 3 years since we got to play God of War 2018. It's time. Just like Horizon Zero Dawn, right? It's coming to PC now. Let more people play the game. And if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. I want to thank everybody for being here. I really do. So that's the main news topics of the night. That's all we got. Some pretty interesting stuff with the GeForce Now. I always get nervous about talking about leaks on the show, but this one lended itself to very good conversation, and it seems somewhat legit, so that's why we're bringing it up tonight. But overall, pretty good night for news. Let me know what you guys think in the chat or in the comments if you're watching VOD. And thank you all so much for your support. We're not going to play any games tonight. We had some technical difficulties earlier, and I'm going to end it here. But we're going to end it on two things. Number one, tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We're changing it up to 8:30 now. Just want to let everybody know that. 8:30 p.m. Central. That's when we're going to start going live. We're pushing it back from 7 o'clock. Just works better, and I hope more people can join. And we're going to start our Deathloop playthrough tomorrow night after the news. So be here. Come join us. Subscribe, like, share with some friends. And I can't wait to see you guys all tomorrow. With that being said, good night, everybody.